Once a man hosted a great banquet and invited many people. One of them was a noted religious leader named Simon, a Pharisee. When it was time for the evening meal, Jesus came to dine with him. Now this particular Pharisee was not pleased to have Jesus there. He wanted to make that clear. So as Jesus was eating, he didn't offer him water to wash his hands. And he didn't offer him a towel to dry them either. But that wasn't the worst of it. He didn't even offer him a chair, you imagine. Now at that moment, a woman from the city who had a record of having sinned a great deal, perhaps because she understood how much she owed to Jesus, came in and washed his feet with her tears. She wiped them with the hair from her head and kissed them and put perfume on them. Now this was quite a scene, and everyone in the room could see it. It was obvious what was happening. No doubt many were thinking, what is this woman doing? Why is she doing this? Well, when Jesus noticed that everyone was watching him, he said, I have to tell you something. I want you to hear a story, a parable. And then he told them about two men who went to the king to ask for forgiveness for their debts. One of them owed 10,000 talents, and the other one only 100 denarii. Now, a talent was a very large sum of money. It was enough to pay the debts of 200 average working men. So this guy owed this king 200 times what this other guy owed him. And yet when they both begged for forgiveness, the king forgave them both. But Jesus continued, and he said, which of these two do you think will love the king more? Now there was only one answer to that question, and the disciples answered correctly. It was the one who owed the most. Because if you're forgiven a lot, you'll love much. You'll love more than someone who only had to be forgiven a little bit. Then Jesus said to Simon, do you see this woman? Two men represent two groups of people who are forgiven by the king. This woman represents me. She's the one who realizes how much she owes. She's the one who loves me the most. So friend, we need to remember when we come to God, let's come with a heart that acknowledges how much we owe him, because only then will we begin to understand how much he has forgiven us. And only then will we love him with all our heart, soul, and strength. Now, I don't know if you've ever stopped and thought about how much God has forgiven you. If you're a Christian, I'm talking about the fact that he forgives you every single time you ask him for forgiveness. I'm talking about the fact that God forgives you for the sin that you've been forgiven for, that you've been set free from, and he forgives you for the sins that you're currently struggling with. My friend, there's nothing too hard for God to forgive. There's no sin that can cause him to turn away from you. He is ready and willing to forgive you right now. Will you acknowledge that today? Will you humble yourself before God and realize how much you owe him? Because the more you realize how much you owe him, the more you will love him. Oh God, I pray that you would help us to realize how much we owe you, to humble ourselves before you, to confess our sins, and to thank you for your great forgiveness. Thank you for watching. And until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you.